2022 has been an insane year for gaming, with so many amazing games being released. Here on Tin Maxx, we love video games, and this is mostly a gaming channel, so today we're going to go through our top 10 games of the year. I'm Tin.
I'm Max, and we feel like we should mention that these are our favorite games of the year. We obviously didn't get to play every single game that was released this year, so this list consists of games we actually got to play. If your favorite game isn't on this list, then let us know in the comments down below and tell us why you love the game. Now let's just get on with it, starting with
We're starting the list with a port of an older game, and some might say that doesn't count and shouldn't be included on the list. To that I say, it's our video and we can do what we want. Anyway, number 10 on our list is Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Arena Ultimax is a 2D fighting game originally released in 2014 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. This year, Atlus made the great decision to port it to all modern consoles. Weirdly enough, before Persona 4 itself, but still, I appreciate it. It's a spin-off of Persona 4 and actually serves as a sequel to both Persona 4 and Persona 3, and I'm pretty sure it's canonical, so that's pretty sick. The game features a roster full of both Persona 4 and Persona 3 characters, along with some new additions. The gameplay consists of super 1v1 combat that is easy enough to learn, but feels super rewarding the better you get at it. The use of personas to fight gives the combat its own unique identity, and helps it stand out among its contemporaries. There is also a great bit of replayability thanks to a ton of different game modes and challenges to keep you busy. Plus it features 2 complete story modes along with a couple bonus episodes to play through. There's just so much to do in this game to keep you busy, and it's a lot of fun, so you actually want to do that. Look, is it a pretty straightforward port of an old game? Yes. Is it weird that Atlus ported this game before either Persona 4 or Persona 3? Definitely. Do I love this game and have a ton of fun when I play it? I do. I really do. It's only like $30 and is very often on sales, so I totally recommend this game for all Persona fans. This game was released near the end of October and got a lot of great buzz around it. From everything I saw about it, it looked like an awesome experience and a great throwback to old school survival horror games with great visuals as well, which is exactly what the game delivers and then some. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play it until very recently, but I am definitely glad I did. I love this game a ton and it was so much fun to play. In fact, I'm probably going to make a video all about how much I love this game. It deserves it. We honestly need more indie representation here on Tin Maxx, and that's one of my goals for 2023. This game is a prime example of just how good indie games can be. Cignalis is a survival horror experience developed by Rose Engine, and I cannot tell you how impressed by this game I am. It was developed by like 2 people, with more working on the music and sound design, and everyone involved with it is crazy talented. The animation is on point throughout the game, the design of the world and the characters is all amazing, and the story is cryptic but still manages to be pretty engaging. Plus it's tense as hell with some really disturbing enemies and music sound design that amplifies all of it by like 100. Just every part of this game has so much love and attention poured into it, and I cannot recommend this enough. The game is only like $20 and is worth every penny. Check it out as soon as possible.
a game that kind of went under the radar and I wish I would have played more was Returnal. A big reason that I enjoyed it was because of the amazing co-op that was added in 2022. If you need to see an example of the fun, watch the couple videos we did on the channel. Returnal has great replayability and is not repetitive as it changes every time you play. With different enemies, power-ups, and parasites, you can spend many hours on fun and exciting cycles or runs. The game has amazing graphics and a really cool atmosphere, especially the first time playing. It was such a blast discovering all the new zones and discovering what new bosses were waiting around each corner. This game is very difficult, but because of the variety of runs you can have, and doing it now with a friend, it really makes the game challenging and fun. If you and a friend are looking for a new game to play, look no further than Returnal.
I've made it no secret that I am a big fan of the Persona series, and pretty much everything Atlus has released in the last decade, so naturally, I was excited about Soul Hackers 2. And for me, Atlus definitely came through with this game. A new entry in the Devil Summoners sub-series of SMT, Soul Hackers 2 is a sort of sequel to the original Soul Hackers released in 1997. You play as an AI given human form in a mission to save the human race from extinction, recruit some Devil Summoners, fight some demons, and uncover the mystery of the end of the world. The story itself is a bit underwhelming, but it's boosted a ton by some really great characters. Their personalities and struggles make them really enduring, and the whole soul matrix is built around getting to know them better. Doing this also makes them more effective during the other aspects of gameplay like dungeon crawling and combat. And the combat is as good as ever, and of course the demons all look great. The game is dripping with style. One of the weaker points in the game is the actual dungeons you explore. They're just not very creative. Despite that, I still really like this game. Part of that is just me being a sucker for Atlas JRPGs, but it's also still a really good game. It's a ton of fun to play, and the story is compelling thanks to characters you experience it with. If you like RPGs or the Persona games, then you should definitely check this game out. It's pretty great.
Pokemon games are always very fun in my opinion. Over the years, you probably have gotten used to the same format. Choose a starter, start the gym challenge, and become the champion. Pokemon Arceus is not that. You choose a starter and start doing survey missions to discover why certain noble Pokemon are getting frenzied. It is a fun, open world-ish game that has really set the scene for Pokemon and what they are moving toward. The deck system that encouraged catching multiple of the same Pokemon was so much fun, and being able to get way more shinies was a huge plus. They added cool new Pokemon, a great multiple Pokemon release feature in the pasture, and side quests that are actually fun to complete. I loved seeing the Wurmple that I gave to a townsfolk evolve and become a Dustox or a Butterfree. Little features like that really made this game that much better, and with its ancient vibes, it really is a very fun game. This is a game where you can actually complete the Pokedex because it is way easier than other games. If you love the Pokemon universe but want something different, this game is for you. Put the Batman universe in any game and it most likely will be on our list for the top games of that year. This game has amazing co-op with so many glitches that to list them all would be a whole video. Oh wait, we have one of those on the channel. Make sure to go check it out. It is a really fun world and I love that Tin and I can both be playing at the same time in the Batman universe. The main villains are really well done and I appreciate most of the cutscenes. This game had the potential to be at the top of our list, but the glitches and the annoying enemies make this game lower than both Tin and I hoped. Make sure to watch the full review on the channel. Want a game where you get to lead a cult of animals against the gods of the land? Yeah, Cult of the Lamb is a very fun game. There is honestly so much this game offers you as a player. The best comparison I can make to it is The Binding of Isaac. The fighting style and the roguelike nature when you are away from your cult, mixed with the cultivating of your village and the leveling up of your followers, makes this game fun for any type of player. We played it here on the channel, and if you're wondering why it ended, well, let's check in on the Cult of Tin Maxx.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Tin Maxx. We're back with, oh no. Oh my gosh, what has happened? Yep, well, that's the end. Thanks.
I might have left the game open while updating some games, and that really is my only flaw with this game. Your followers are too needy, and you cannot really create easy systems for them to take care of themselves, especially early on. Cult of the Lamb is a game that I would recommend for anyone that has enough time and energy to put into it.
This game is one of the most underrated games of the year if you ask me. I loved this game when it came out and I wish more people played it. Developed by Tango Gameworks, Ghostwire Tokyo is a first-person action-adventure game and it is so freaking great. The game is obviously set in Tokyo, but this isn't just regular old Tokyo. All the normal people have disappeared and the streets are flooded with nightmares. With the assistance of a very helpful spirit, you have to fight your way through the streets using magic powers. Nearly everything about this game just works so well for me. The aesthetics of the enemies and the yokai you come across in the game, the atmosphere and vibe of the deserted streets of Tokyo, and the stunning light show that is the combat is just all so fantastic. On top of looking super cool, the combat is also a ton of fun to actually play. I love the combat of Ghostwire and it never got old for me. The side missions can be pretty basic at their core, but are made significantly cooler by the supernatural elements entwined within them. One of my personal favorites is a sidewalk dragon because it looks so cool. I think Ghostwire is just a really cool combination of gameplay, environment, and the supernatural. While not strictly a horror game, it does have some really creepy moments and enemies that stressed me the hell out. Check out my full review of the game, hear some more about why I liked it, and why you'll like it too.
What a ridiculous but fun game. If you haven't seen the TikTok sensation that is Highend Life, this game has so many random and hilarious things around every corner. From talking guns to destroying little tiny towns, this game has everything you need from a plot and story perspective. If you are looking for a smooth shooter, however, this game really underperforms in that category. The gameplay can feel laggy, and the enemies can be repetitive. The boss fights or bounties are anticlimactic, but you aren't playing this game for the gameplay, in my opinion. Highend Life thrives with its dialogue, and if you enjoy the same humor as Rick and Morty, you will be laughing many times. The fact that you can sit down and watch an entire movie because the developers, Squanch Games, bought the rights to a movie is ridiculous. On the TVs all around the town, there are multiple mini shows that make you feel like you are watching interdimensional cable that are completely improv and really stupid. I was hoping for more choices that actually mattered in the game, but it feels like most choices are there for different dialogue options and not really different story options. This game teases a sequel, and I hope they keep the same ridiculous dialogue, but add in more impactful choices to really make the story pop. Add that with better gameplay, and this game would have been number 1 on our list.
If you follow this channel, then this definitely won't come as a surprise to you. God of War Ragnarok is basically a masterpiece and our game of the year here at Tin Maxx. We did a full video on it here, so make sure to watch that if you haven't already. Another banger from Santa Monica Studios, Ragnarok is the long-awaited sequel to God of War's soft dish reboot from 2018. I have been hyped for this game since God of War 2018 ended, and I am so happy to be able to say that it delivered massively. They took everything that worked in that game and improved and expanded upon it for the sequel. Some might even say it's a sequel done right. The gameplay was refined, and they did a fantastic job of building upon it in really neat ways. Combat is always super important in God of War games, and it's as good as ever here. New skills and mechanics keep things fresh and exciting throughout the game, and there are so many amazing looking areas to explore. There's also a ton of side content to do alongside the main story that gives you so much to do. The main story itself is also emotional and impactful, and a very rewarding finish to the story started in 2018. They just really nailed every aspect of this game, and I couldn't be happier with the final product. Well, that's gonna do it for our top 10 favorite games of 2022. We probably should have played more new games this year, but it's too late for that now.
Let us know what your favorite games of the year were, and we'll see you in whatever we do next.